What is going on, everybody? Nasdorachi coming back at you again today with another video for Dragon Ball Legends. The focus of today's video is going to cover, of course, the brand new units coming to the game, transforming Vegito, as well as the first Broly and Cheelai combo unit in the game of two characters in one. We have a little bit more to discuss with them than the transforming Vegito, but I'm not going to go over the entire of the previews. I'm just going to kind of thumb through everything, or at least not going to go over the entire video and stuff. We're just going to thumb through some key highlight points of the animations and talk about a few things, because I'm sure that most people probably saw the video itself, the Video and Stuff podcast, or stuff like Goresh's video or Ryuden, people showing them off with excitement, because it's been about 24 hours since they came out. So this will be a little bit of a different video. We're just going to analyze things briefly with the new characters, talk about this new combo character system that has now come to the game, and then after that we are going to move into the Moogie boost, which is something I shared on Twitter about 3 days ago, a method to easily beat any of the versus the AI difficult battles, like the power level is puny, the stage 51, that's the one we're going to be using in the example for this video. But as of right now, like March leading into April of 2020, this technique reliably works against the AI. So we're going to cover that Moogie boost system. This is credit to the person that kind of created the maneuver. However, it is a just modified version of the float step that is meant to be used specifically against the AI. So those are our two topics for today. Let's jump into the internet and not waste any time. We're going to quickly look at the Video and Stuff podcast, but it's muted, and again, I'm just going to be thumbing through some of the points of interest. Last time I did like a reaction or running commentary to the whole thing, Bandai decided to copyright claim me, so we're just going to do it this way for now. So of course, the only thing they really talk about in this video is new characters. They didn't really go into Zenkai, the guild stuff, PvP stuff, game modes, or any of that. They're saving that for future episodes. I feel like they wanted to lead with some of the hypest information first to get people excited, but it's a very double-edged sword, because this information, new characters, are always hype for Bandai and Dimps, people making money off of them, but for a lot of players, this is just something that we see as like, more of a grab at the wallet. It may not be initially as hype as they may think. However, even with that out of the way, it's always possible to get lucky and get them on a daily single for 20cc, or if it's a step up, the situation could always play out well. So it is still exciting to see these powerful versions of some of our favorite characters. So transforming Vegito is first. I think Fusions is going to really benefit from this team, and they did a good job of hiding the UI for this battle, so we have no idea what color he's going to be. However, I do believe that yellow would be the most beneficial. It also seems, for all intents and purposes, that he's not going to be a limited unit like the other Vegito, or the other Super Vegito rather. And I do not think he's going to have a legendary finish either. But just quickly thumbing through the preview here, you see that they start off just by talking smack to each other. Vegito has completely different melee animations, so they did go ahead and rework the animations so we don't feel quite as much of a copy-paste level of effort from this. He's got a green card right here, which is just, I guess, a invisible Ki Blast combo attack. And then blue card, which seems to combo through out of the green, is going to be that Spirit Sword little slice combo there. So that'll be his blue card. And that's pretty much all we see from Vegito. Again, there's not much to discuss with him because we are familiar with transforming units, and the Fusions team is a very well-established team in the meta that is just now aging a little bit. So this will most likely completely bring back the Fusions team. The rhyme style and Toshi dialogue here does hint at the possibility of him being a powerful anti-regeneration unit. So I'm sure the developers do know how powerfully oppressive the regeneration team is, just mainly due to defense and health and how long the battles can take. So I'm sure that they are planning to address that. They didn't really talk too much else about the Vegito, just kind of rhyme style talking about how it took him almost 100,000 crystals to pull the original one. But with that being said, again, I don't believe that this upcoming one is going to be a limited unit. I could be wrong about that, but I strongly don't think that he is going to be a limited unit. From there, they go into discussing something considerably more interesting to the game, but also something that has a double-edged sword mechanic. So we do see a base form Broly who features Cheelai as kind of like in a one character combo tag team style of unit. Now the way this works is they don't tag out and swap like you traditionally swap characters in this game. It just seems that on some of Broly's attacks, like the green card for example they show off here, Cheelai will jump in. In certain situations like Rising Rush, she'll also show off, I would assume, to perform the yellow cards that may be in the Rising Rush combo. Kind of similar to the way that Majin 21 and the old blue transforming Kaioken Goku have unique aspects of their Rising Rush, like if you include the green cards. They have special animations in Rising Rush that you otherwise wouldn't see during normal gameplay at all. Like Kaioken Goku's got the back break, and Majin 21's got kind of this forward command grab style of animation that she does. So that's how it's mostly going to work. However, I'm sure it goes deeper than that. I'm sure there's going to be mechanics specifically built around this, as well as animations. For example, in the green card that they show off here now that we can finally play it, you know, Broly also has his trademark green Ki Blast, which is great, but they'll show the Cheelai jumping in here after Broly does the green and does the chokehold to kind of come in and I would assume steal Dragon Balls there, and then they immediately Rising Rush together. Now the card itself is named and primarily identified as a Broly unit, so I strongly do not believe that he will have tags like female warriors. I'm under the assumption that this is going to primarily be a Moogie's tagged unit, and then of course most likely a Saiyan, but I don't know how that will work either. Now, more importantly than just this Broly and Cheelai, because this is the very beginning of something new. So undoubtedly, it's a very fresh concept. It'll have a lot of kinks that need to be most likely ironed out over time, the same way the Zenkai system did, and transforming units, and Legends Limited units like Beerus, how they had to be reworked over time. I'm sure this is a system that's going to actively adapt as the game ages and gets older and they have time to test things out and get the results of playtesting and data over time. So I am truly excited for things in the future because of this mechanic. Stuff like Rose and Zamasu, who potentially have a main ability that turned them into fused Zamasu. Or something similar could be said same for Goten and Trunks, who have like a main ability that turns them into various versions of Gotenks. Or even just special animations. You can have like Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 comboed on one unit, and for red cards, maybe they both come out and drop bombs on the enemy and stuff. So there's plenty of ideas. We have Tournament of Power, Frieza and Goku. Of course, the classic Goku and Vegeta who team up to do like the Final Flash and Kamehameha combo, like something we see in like the Summon animation almost, where they combo attack Frieza together that way. So tons and tons of characters. Hercule and Boo, Tien and Yamcha and Krillin maybe all featured on one card. So if you get a three-way team up, that could be crazy. But there are plenty of developmental options for this moving forward. I could just sit here and keep listing them off. Literally, like Goku and Vegeta, that main ability into Gogeta or Vegito. You could just have Frieza and King Cold. You could have Frieza and Cooler. You could have just tons and tons of different options that would make the game more interesting. Now, the double-edged sword for this is going to be a whole nother unit type that we're going to have to summon for, of course, all over again. So it does prolong the lifespan of the game potentially a little bit by completely adding a new level of depth to the roster, but that's going to come at a price, which we are well aware of with gachapon games at this stage in 2020. So that is a little unfortunate, but at the same time, it'll provide lots of new opportunities and chances to get lucky, and you might get some of the stuff that you wanted relatively inexpensively. You don't know. Of course, that is what I wish for all of my viewers, that you guys have amazing luck. So that's pretty much all they discussed on this video. They do show off the art for the characters as well, so we can kind of check that out here. Of course, I posted it on Twitter and stuff already, but really would love to see a lot of ingenious team-up ideas that they could come up with due to this mechanic. You know, tons that we had listed off already, as well as plenty more. In the comments, let me know, what tag team characters would you like to see done in this fashion if I didn't already list off some of your favorites. But even if I did, let me know what your top choices would be down below. And keep in mind, there could be, again, transforming versions of characters like these where the two become one. That does not count as Kompu Gacha. It's not illegal because both units are featured on the same card, so they could totally get away with that. And as well, there could be Legends limited versions of these characters also. So with that all being said, let me know down below what you'd be most excited for. We got the art for Vegito here with Buhan in the back, because that is exactly when this Vegito gets action. That's really the only time Vegito gets action until Dragon Ball Super. And I don't know, it's fairly standard for what we've come to expect from transforming units, but of course, it is Vegito. So very, very beautiful indeed. Very similar poses to, I believe, some of the cards for Vegito we've seen in Dokkan, but I don't really play that game, so I could be mistaken. They all just sample the same or similar famous poses for the characters, so it really doesn't upset me at all to see the artwork reused, but in a reimagined art style. Other than that, they said they'd get to Zenkai, again, and other game modes, game developmental stuff in the future. So there's not too much else we have to worry about from this video. Of course, I'll keep everybody informed as I learn more, and as we get more specifics on these individual characters, who should be coming relatively soon, potentially even during this part 2 of this celebration we're seeing right now. We could be seeing these characters very soon. And then, of course, the Trunks and Imperfect Cell coming most likely next month. So that's about all we have to discuss about this video and stuff right here. And of course, again, I'll keep you posted on the next one. Moving forward, we did want to talk about this Moogie boost technique, which again is a modified version of the float step that really confuses the AI into making tons of mistakes and allowing you to capitalize on several different factors to really push the battles into your favor. So exactly what we're looking at here, again, the modified float step, just wanted to give credit where credit was due, is the gentleman using the cards here will use an arts card and then manually float from the back row to the middle row, allow the combo to drop by about half a second, and then continue on. What this does is it gives you plenty of Vanish Gauge restore, plenty of time on your swap timers to regenerate, and lots of arts card draw as well. So you also, something I just forgot but want to mention, very important, is because you're allowing the combo to drop between almost every arts card, it's going to reset the damage scaling on the combos that you're doing because they're not actually combos. Again, you're dropping them every time intentionally. Now, the reason why this is so effective is, as you can see in the video playing here, the AI itself doesn't seem to know how to cope with this mechanic, and it almost always fumbles. Like, even though the combo is dropped, it won't do its instant vanish. It'll either sit there and throw a tap blast or try and do a tap attack, or just sit there and do nothing and confusedly waste its time, or switch characters and continue to just sit there. The AI, again, doesn't really know how to react to this series of inputs, and therefore it causes it to mostly do nothing and just sit there. We have seen this in the past, and it has been corrected, so it's very likely that they will catch wind of this and address it sooner or later. But back in the day, you used to be able to sidestep or vanish and then tap attack and then immediately attack, and the AI would never react. After tap punches, the AI would just stand there for half a second, do nothing, and allow you to basically just do whatever you want. And again, they did patch that part of the AI's behavior, so that really no longer works anymore. But any OG players will likely remember that from back in the day, that you could combo into a tap attack and then restart your combo, and the AI would just sit there and just kind of biff the whole scenario. So it seems like we've discovered another loophole like that, which can be extremely effective for the newer players or less experienced players, or players that just struggle with some of these ridiculous AI bosses, because I will admit that they are not easy. It's very challenging fights. They're not very fun. But using this Moogie boost technique, it only took me about 4 tries to beat the stage and clear it. So we can actually hop into it and try and replicate that for one playthrough here. And again, I just wanted to give credit to the Moogie on Twitter, who kind of re-evaluated, reinvented this technique for specialized use against the AI. Because float step has been around for a while, but it has never been specifically tailored like this to tackle the AI, as far as I know. Now again, there have been these other methods that used to work in the past with the tap blasting, but this is the first I've seen of this specific technique. So we're going to try and replicate the same thing here with basically the same team setup as what we saw the gentleman Moogie using in his video. Let's jump in and try and tackle it using the Moogie boost, and then we'll conclude this video pretty much at that point. We're just going to pick for advantage here and hop right on into the battle. Alright, let's see what type of damage we can do here. See if we can't Moogie boost our way to victory. No. Definitely not Goku. This Goku's supporting damage that he gives out to the rest of the team is really good. But... well, that works too, I guess. He's easy to kill, that Goku, but he is a pain in the butt. So is this Bardock. I'm going to try and take him out as fast as possible here. And you can see, we're just floating, and the computer is ruining every possible response. And we're resetting our combo damage scaling. We are getting boosted card draw speed, boosted Vanish Gauge Restore. Let's try and Rising Rush and kill Raditz. It's not going to kill him. There's no way it's going to kill. We can just get in a hefty chunk of damage. But yeah, this float step, this modified float step that Moogie has engineered here, extremely useful for dealing with the AI. Kind of like, again, that old tackle or tap punch combo into whatever you want while the AI will just sit there and do nothing. I got rid of about half of his health there. And we'll continue to draw cards and reset our combo damage. I think not. The bonus card draw speed we've had on both Rose and Goku has been really valuable here. Oh, come on. Thank you. Let's stop wasting time here. Continue to float step boost. We're going to hit him with the big hit right here. It looks like we can repeat it too. We might even be able to kill Raditz with this combo if we can pull this off successfully here. We'll get him really close. Oh, he didn't go to attack, so he's not locked in. This is going to get him real low. Oh, he swapped out of the way. He knew that was coming. He's like, oh god, computer. Destroy all his cards again. Swap out. Preserve our transformation there. Get a nice little perfect Vanish there. Can we take out the Goku?
The time of judgment is at hand.
No, we cannot. Because he swapped him out of the way like a pesky little bastard. Now, this will do reasonable damage, but on type neutral, it's not going to do anything too great. Can we run? See, Bardock healing is so obnoxious. And he's got fairly high defenses also. This is only going to take him down to like 6 health bars, if even that. Yeah, 6 health bars. Ugh. Hate you, Bardock. Look at that damage on type disadvantage. Thankfully, the AI is characteristically not too good at clashes. As much damage as possible. Well, now he's immune to unfavorable elements. Vegeta probably gonna die here. Unless we guess the Rising Rush, I suppose. Okie dokie. Vegeta not looking so fit right now. That's gonna hurt us on time. but he just swapped into type disadvantage, which helps. We need our Vanish back. Not to waste it on that, though. Ouch! Damn it, Goku having all those responses. Waste my time 2020. That's totally not even what I do. You bastard. Oh my gosh, I only tapped the screen once! Computer's just trolling me now. I hit the red card. Get rid of Bardock. Go away, Bardock. Go away. Oh, so close. Damn, the computer got me. We got it. Let's save that. Can Goku! Moogie boost for the victory! How many debuffs this Goku just put on me? Victory! Victory! With the Moogie boost! We cheesed the event. Still a little bit difficult due to the overwhelming amount of damage they do, but I felt like we had relatively good control of that match the whole time. So Moogie, thank you, sir, for uploading this piece of data to help us out. Of course, I have to refine the technique a little bit to get it done within the time, but that doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter. There's no extra challenge. Once you do that, you got the title, and that's all you need. Your power level is puny, completed, and that will work for the foreseeable future against any AI boss of this nature until they figure out this fallacy and the AI's awareness of the battle mechanics. So, I do hope this information was helpful for you. I do thank again Moogie for spreading the technique and altering it to suit the needs that we have it for in the game at this point. And if you enjoyed the video, consider leaving it a thumbs up, help spread it out on YouTube. If you're new around here, consider subscribing, hitting the notification bell so that I can see you again on future uploads. There'll be plenty of them. And of course, let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts on the new units coming? What else do you think they might have to talk about in the future episodes of the Video and Stuff podcast? And what do you think about these PvE difficult events? And have you tried the Moogie boost out yet or not? Let me know all of it down below. I'll see you all again very soon. Peace out. Have a great evening or day. And stay safe out there. We'll see you soon.